Hello, welcome to my new show where I animate things that my little brain comes up with.
Today's episode is called Alien Invasion. Alright, in this story, I was sleeping in my very pleasant slumber and then I had a weird dream. This dream started off very happy. I'm just walking along, casual and happy, and then all of a sudden, I see storm clouds. And I'm like, oh dear, what are these storm clouds doing in the sky? So I go home, all happy and all full of joy because there's a storm coming. And then my mom says, something's going on. I feel like something's gonna happen. So we turn on the TV and a news bulletin comes up saying, Alien Invasion. So my mom tells me, not even thinking about my safety, she says, go check on your sister and see if she's alright. And let me remind you, my sister lives halfway across town. So, me like a stupid ass, I go walking to her house during the alien invasion. So now I finally come up to my sister's house, and she's just casually pulling out of her driveway with a smile on her face. And I'm like, Serena, you sound okay. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And right when she says that, a gigantic ass, lamp looking thing just squishes her house. Alright, now here's where things start getting a little interesting. After that whole clusterfuck of stuff that just happened, my sister is in a state of shock. And we hear a noise coming from behind us and we think we're going to be attacked by aliens. But it's actually something not so scary. We see in the distance a large circular blob popping out, and it looks like my Uncle AJ popping out, but he isn't wearing his normal clothes. He is dressed up like a superhero. He is dressed up as Menudo Man. Now as he's standing on that rock, we hear a little gunshot. And after that gunshot, we see a little boy pop out, and it's his sidekick, Menudo Boy, shooting him with a BB gun. Now to kill off the alien, Menudo Man jumps in the air and flies over the alien and transforms into a bowl of menudo and falls onto the alien, burning the alien's little lamp skull and killing it. And then Menudo Boy chops up the alien into little tiny pieces. After that, we are all happy. The townspeople come around us, all happy. And then another one of my sisters appears and says, what the fuck just happened? And I said, oh, an alien crushed Serena's house. And she's like, did that fucking bitch crush my house? And I'm like, no, your house is the only one that survived. And she's like, oh, okay. Now in that crowd, we see Menudo Man's wife, Trailer Park Girl, along with her dog, Mr. Fleabag. Now Trailer Park Girl, what she does is that, well, she doesn't really do anything special. So the townspeople put their heads together and they create a plan. We get a lamp, just a regular lamp, and then we put a walkie-talkie to the bottom of the lamp. And then we learn things about the aliens, like their weaknesses. Now, they have a weakness that even on people on Earth are afraid of. Spiders. Now, there is a man in our city that studies spiders, and his name is Richard. Now, Richard studies spiders after his episode with the Black Widow. One time he squished one, and the juice of the dead spider went in his eye. He studied on spiders for about the rest of his life. He had a nest of millions and millions of Black Widow spiders in his house, inside a little cage. So he picks up that cage. He ends up dressing like a lamp, and he goes into the spaceship, and he releases all the little spiders inside the spaceship. Now, joining Richard is Menudo Man, Menudo Boy, and me. We try to take apart their ship, and I set up a little explosion in their ship, and now the aliens find out we're in the ship, and they go mad crazy, and they chase after us in the ship. And we're like, oh fuck, we're gonna die, we're gonna fucking die, we're gonna fucking die, we're gonna fucking die. After that, we see a little Black Widow crawl out of somewhere, and the aliens just scream like fucking bitches, and they take off running. Now, once we leave the spaceship, we just sit there and watch the spaceship from our view. Now we see the lights in the spaceship just going crazy. And as they leave, the fucking spaceship fucking explodes. And once again, our town is a happy little place. After that, we find Trailer Park Girl next to the funeral home, taking home a coffin. The end. AJ made us a bed! You are a fucking stupid white girl.